Hey, everyone. Welcome to today's edition of Let's Do This Talk Show. So we're excited to be here today, and y'all have been inboxing and sending requests for the fellas to come back. So, you know, y'all wish is our command. So the fellas are here, and we have another one, a bonus that's going to be joining us as well. So, we're delighted about today. So our topic is what women want, what men want. And then we're going to have a special episode of asking for a friend. So y'all send a lot of questions in. Asking for y'all friends. And then Trina's going to do her special at the end. Trina got a little, you know how she does at the end. So Trina, introduce yourself. Let them know who you are.
I am Katrina Martin with the Global Next Gen Event Center. Best kept secret in Clinton, Maryland. It's a place where you can hold book gatherings, baby showers, birthday parties, intimate gatherings, you name it, we have the space for you. You can look us up on globalnextgen.com or you can reach me on 202-439-1965.
Hey, and it's your girl, Ladrine Howard Peterson. I'm the CEO and founder of Do It, delivering on ideas and thoughts. And in a nutshell, you know what I do. I help turn dreamers into doers. And I do it on the aspect of career development and career coaching as well as business. So if you have anything that you've been stumbling and trying to figure out your way, I'm your girl. Come see me. So so we got two handsome fellas over here.
Thank you.
To the right of me.
Yes.
So introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Keith Bullock. I'm a financial treasurer of Local 689, newly elected, and a bus operator representing of Wamata Metro, as y'all know it, representing all the members of Local 689. I'm happy to be here.
Nice to have you.
Nice to have you.
Nice to have you. I'm Lionel, Chef Lionel of East by Lionel, caterer, personal chef, private dining, meal prep, as well as diet consultations.
And Mr. called me a little teeny bit early and was like, I got something for y'all. Can I rock?
something
So,
for you.
all right. I love
surprises.
Going on today.
Okay.
So
Absolutely.
we appreciate that. We're happy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Food brings everybody together.
And makes them smile.
It does.
It makes them smile.
Especially when it's good.
Yes. So we normally start off talking about our weekend. So mine was quick and fast, so I'll go of what I can remember.
Okay.
So I went to the movies again to see Sinners Wanted.
Okay.
So everybody know the big hype about Sinners Wanted. It's the movie from those Jenkins brothers from First Baptist of Glenarden. And the movie is everything. Like, everybody needs to go see it. I think that they extended it to the 30th. Okay. So if you can, it's playing at Magic Johnson Theater. If you can, it's a real serious eye-opener. It's an eye-opener for churchgoers and non-churchgoers, for believers and non-believers, I should say. Very good movie. So go out and support them brothers. They sold out like several shows.
Wow.
We saw it twice. It was good.
And that's good. They have it. So they do have it at the theater's name.
Magic Johnson Theater.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
What you do this weekend?
Okay, so this past weekend was really interesting. We, me and Mona and Niecy, we surprised our moms.
Oh, yeah.
With our little mommy daughter day.
That was really nice.
We basically just told them the date, with the wear, with
clothes.
attire or whatever. So they were like little kids in a candy bag. I'm telling you, they were so excited. So when we got there, we took them to see the Aretha Franklin tribute.
Nice. That was nice.
They had, the food was good, the alcohol, they had a little wine, the dancing. It was up there at the Bethesda Blues house.
Okay.
So that started out Friday, and then Saturday pretty much took grandbaby to the Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay.
And then Sunday, met back up with my Sandbox friends from Valley Avenue, Southeast.
That's right.
And we went out to Busboy and Poets out there in Virginia.
Nice.
So we had a nice little, I had a nice little fellowship weekend with family and friends. So, yes.
Good. I hope that's all I did, because I can't remember. I'm drawing a serious blank. But, all right. So, we're going to jump into the topic, and we're going to jump right on into the discussion. So, one of the things that was fascinating in terms of looking at both of the top 10 from the men and the women was the similarities and the differences. So I'll go over the similarities first. So the similarities were honest and honesty. Same thing. Ability to sexually satisfy. The man was like take lead in the bed and sometimes and all that little thing. But same thing.
Okay.
Conversationalist. And the men said be a communicator. Supportive. And the men said be a confident and talk about anything. Be able to talk about anything. And then a friend first.
Okay.
Be your best friend was on the men's side. So those were the things that we had in common. So we don't need to add any more about those unless you want to chime in because you wasn't here.
No,
Anything
those
to
are
say?
absolutely correct.
Absolutely
Okay.
correct.
Absolutely.
She's a very good note taker.
Yeah. So let's talk about the differences. And as I was looking through them, I was like, it's not the things that were on the men list that we didn't say that we're against. It was just like those things didn't come up. Okay. So let's talk about the men's list first, and then we'll jump to the women's list. So the differences that you all had that we didn't have was looks and attractive. Mm-hmm. So definitely for me, looks. So I was like, yeah, that just didn't come up. Like I pretty much said that, yes, it'll catch my eye. It ain't the only thing.
Right, right. With men, I think because they're stimulated by sight, that's probably why that wasn't out.
I think that's the distinction between the two.
Yeah.
For y'all, is it some of that?
Yeah.
But for us, it's a lot of that.
Right.
Okay, yeah, because y'all had that as number one, and all of you.
Yes, they did have it as number one.
You unanimously agree with that one. Yeah, and then the next one was confident. So, yeah, like definitely.
And I had another take on that as well. Because that's the one I said that pretty much because the last show confident was like you got to be confident, you got to know what you want.
Yeah.
But again, at the women's defense, women we're raised in different homes and different role models, and you may not have gotten to that point to know what you want because of your upbringing. But once you get to that point and you have that person there to balance that to get you where you want to be, you may find yourself. So confident may not be a woman, may not come off the break, but she may have the potential to have that confidence.
I don't think it necessarily resides in woman. Some men don't necessarily have confidence. So I can understand in terms of your upbringing or things that you have gone through. So I don't think it's like necessarily one side, but I get what you're saying and the point that you're making.
I think also it's potential.
Absolutely.
Because you can have confidence and the person doesn't, but you see the potential in that person.
Right.
You try to raise, and I think I talked about that last time. And kind of seeing how you can enhance a person, because we all should be able to raise each other's levels when you're in a relationship. Your relationship should always be evolving and growing, and I think that potential goes along with that confidence. To be able to have something to work with.
Yes. And also the other gentleman that was there, he made the same point. He talked about the weakness in his wife and the things that he did to help support her to bring it up. So yes, definitely. The other thing was loyalty that the men said. No doubt. Like, it wasn't even... Like, we think that that's mandatory. So that's why we didn't even bring that up. Goal-oriented and smart and intelligent. Those were the other ones that men said. And
absolutely.
Those were really good.
Smart is my sexy. I can say that all
So, I guess let's hear from the men. You broke it down, so let's hear your take.
How about having the ability to be led? A lot of women want to be leaders, but sometimes they gotta, dial it back a little bit to be led.
And that's really good. I think a lot of that shift comes with the timing of women being high level positions.
Yes.
But I think it's like reverting back.
Yeah, it is.
And I can speak for myself. Like I know, in certain periods and certain things, I was like headstrong. But I'm serious. I want to be led. I want to be led
by somebody who knows how to lead.
I was about to
by the right leader.
I was about to hit that piece on it because you can't lead me in the craziness.
No,
But I can work with you. And we can work together.
So I guess my question is, as a man, how do you lead or how do you build that trust in that woman that she can release that, surrender that leadership to you?
It's day-to-day actions showing that, you're able to lead with the small things, and then that should build up to the big things. Such as stuff like you paying the bills on time. Okay. And then that turns into, we're going to buy a house, or we may move to a new state, or changing careers. It's the small things first that lead up to the big picture. Always.
Okay.
Always.
Keith?
No, I agree with him also in that. It's like taking the kids to school, making sure they get there on time. It's the little things that you do day to day that they can rely on. Right. And I think that builds their confidence. But I also want to kind of throw something out there.
Okay.
Women say they want to be led, but I promise you, it's a struggle. And it's a challenge for that because one thing I know about women, I love my women, but one thing I notice is they feeling this way 1 minute, they feeling that way 1 minute, you know, and it's like it takes us on that little roller coaster ride, and when we don't go along with it, then there's the issue, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, so it's that one to be led, women always speak about that, but I don't know how sincere they are or really are willing to release themselves to the man that they involved.
And I hear you, but I think it also goes to what Trina said. So I think that we want to be led, but I think that there's some times that when we relinquish that, it gives us reason, or you all give us a reason to like kind of pull back. If you don't come through, we're like, man, nah, like you fooled me once, can't fool me. You know, it's that whole thing.
But you have to have confidence in your mate that we're not gonna lead you down a dark tunnel.
But when you,
it may be rocky, might make a U-turn, a detour, but we ain't gonna lead you into a ditch.
Now I would say this. We'll give you that. Okay. But when there are going to be times that you may make a bad call, or
absolutely.
But you have to own up to that, and you have to say, okay, I dropped the ball, I did. Because if you feel like you can always be, okay, I'm making a decision, I'm making the right decision, so you can't do no wrong. You become, I can't do no wrong.
Right. So Renee, we have a female. Okay. Renee Duckett says, yes, it is a little bit of a challenge with strong women who had to be the one leading for so long.
Yeah.
So it's like, if we had to lead for so long and then trying to make an adjustment, it is a little tough.
Yeah.
It is
but
a little
at that
tough.
point, you should be tired of like, you know what, I don't want to do it no more. You got it.
I'm telling you. That's
they get rejuvenated real quick.
I can get from a personal experience. Because when I met my husband, my daughter, it was just me and my daughter. Yeah. So I had to release it because I was used to making all the decisions in the household for me and you know, and our daughter. So that's a prime example. But I did it. It's in your mind. You have to feel comfortable. You have to feel safe.
Right.
Safe is one.
Yes.
You have to feel safe. But once you feel safe and you've proven yourself, then, I mean, the women, they got to do it. I mean, you know, they have to do it.
I just want to say, Rob and Rod
yes,
submission is strength.
Yeah.
And that is so true in everything. To be the better person, to be this and be that, you know, remain positive, it takes strength to do that. It's not easy.
It's not
Some
easy.
people make it look easy, you know, to be that bigger person, but it's very hard. And like she said, it takes strength to be submissive.
Mm-hmm. And Pam says, men, she's talking to y'all. Right. Men, we want to see consistency before we can release it. But I understand what you're saying in terms of giving opportunity. Mm-hmm. So again, it is a work and figure out. But I'm telling y'all, lead y'all girls right.
Absolutely.
They're going to follow. Be consistent with it. So when you slip up, sometimes it's okay. But if you are more slipping up than you're doing right, how do you expect to follow? Give her back the lead. Give her back the lead.
I got to throw an 8-ball in this.
Okay.
We have to start asking, what are our women's definition of a leader?
Correct.
Okay.
Because our perceptions are different from leading. Her perception may be from what she learned from her dad. Yes. And our perception may be what we learned from our dad or moms. So the definition of a leader does have to be.
That goes back to communicating. Yeah. Having that dialogue and communicating and having that discussion of what it means. Right. What it means.
And at what point that communication takes place. Because I guess that's something that needs to be communicated on the front end, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Front, in the between, at the end, all three.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we covered that.
For the women's side, it was ours was God fearing. So we need a man that's God fearing. So what do y'all take in terms of y'all women? Okay.
I agree.
Okay. Protector. So y'all good with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Protect.
Humble.
Yeah. You have to be humble.
Yeah, gotta be humble and respectful. Like, yes.
Always.
And
I was told that a lot of women tend to look at us and how we treat our mothers first. You know, mothers, grandmothers, sisters, before they can make a determination whether they want to be involved with us at all. You know, because if we're not treating our closest women properly, how can we treat you the same way?
Right.
You know?
Right.
Or better, for that matter.
And that goes back to with, you know, having children and things like that. Look at the whole picture of how he is with his family,
Absolutely.
how he is with his kids, and things like that. And that's the determining factor if you want to, you know, build a family with that person. So
that's so true. That's so true. You got to pay attention to what people are showing you.
Yes.
And I know we talked about growing and nurturing and that, but there's some telltale signs
the red
at
flags.
the very beginning
Right.
that you all need to really like pay attention to because that is going to be a problem.
Yes.
So yes. So all right. So we're going to take a commercial break real quick, and then we're going to come back in, and we're going to answer some questions from they talking about
The
like
friend
they're
gang?
asking for a friend.
They're asking for a
But,
friend. Okay.
I don't know. Some of them might be asking for a friend. Yeah. All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll see y'all on the flip side.
Okay, we got y'all asking for a friend.
Let's do this radio talk show. Advertisement and sponsorship opportunity. If you have a service, product, event, or initiative that you would like to promote, connect with us at Let's Do This. We are offering various sponsorships. We also have opportunities for 60-second ads and 10-minute takeover segments. Of course, this is in addition to our VIP guests. So check out our website, www.letsdothisradiotalkshow.com for more information. Are you standing on your feet all day or sitting for hours on the job? Are you dealing with back, neck, and shoulder pain? Well, I got just the thing for you. Visit Optimum Wellness Services, where you will be provided with holistic treatments from therapeutic massages, meditation, nutrition, exercises, breathing, and stretching techniques to all help you promote relaxation and rejuvenation. Text APPT to 202-230-8511. That's 202-230-8511. You'll have an assessment. You will be glad you did. All right, y'all. So we're back. So you see an addition on the stage.
Yes.
No, you are not seeing two of me. That's my cousin, my twin. So tell them who you are and tell them a little bit about yourself.
My name is Taurus Phillips. I'm the owner of FP2 Barbershop and Beauty Salon and a host of other things that we do throughout the U.S. Our slogan is Business Beyond Barbering.
Okay.
And our business is people. And we're at our location not only to cut hair, but we make an impact in the community.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that location would be Southeast. Yes.
3222, 22nd Street.
Absolutely. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into some of the questions, and then in the midst of that, we'll switch over to what you want to do and what you have for us. So they said these questions are from a friend or for a friend, but we're going to see how that goes.
Wink, wink.
So, right. So they asked, okay, so we got a call. So hit the red line and hit speaker. It should be.
Oh, line one?
Yes.
Speaker.
Line one and speaker. Hello?
Oh, did we lose him?
I think we lost him.
Call back.
Call back. So, their first question was position preference, bottom or top.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
They just came right on in.
It was for fellas.
Okay.
Bottom or top.
I think that's a person.
I'm going to shoot out there. Her on top.
Okay. Her on top.
Yep.
Me on top.
You on top?
Oh, okay.
My wife like it flexible. She like it different ways.
In the audience, she like it both ways. The flipping, flopping. Okay.
I thought it depended on.
What about Trina? Look like she want to skip. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying I thought it depended on the woman though. But okay.
Trina be scared on some of the things. Yeah, mine's flexible. I like to be on top, always on top, but you know, that's just my thing.
Control.
Always be on top.
They're the ones that like to control.
They like to be in control.
On top all the time.
However, most pleased and most pleasure when I'm on the bottom.
Okay.
So can you hit one?
Hit one?
Yeah. Taurus, look. We just regular today, right? All right. So Carla, we're having like an issue, but we're gonna try to get into you. So the next question was cheating. Men, why do y'all take it so hard when a woman cheat on you, especially after you have cheated on her?
Lord.
Go ahead, take a breather in. Take a breather in.
Book. We just follow the rules.
Who wrote the...
I don't know who wrote the book. We just can't handle it.
Okay.
We just can't handle it.
Keith, wait a minute. You
No. I think, well, of course, the stigma is that men cheat more than women. I disagree with that.
I totally disagree with that.
But I think the guys, like I said, it's that man macho thing that ain't nobody better than us. You know, you can't do better than us and that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So a bit of that kicks in, man, and we have a hard time dealing with that.
When he got
Pam, what did you say ouch to? Pam said ouch.
It hurts. So how does it make you feel when something like that happens? Like
your pride get hurt. You know, that's one thing.
Yeah, and Keith said like, man, somebody better than me.
Like he got more game than I got game. How he get my woman?
But can I tell y'all, women feel the same way to a degree. To a degree.
Okay.
To a degree, because then we get past that other woman.
There we go, get him.
Yeah, hit line one and hit. Hello? Pick up the phone and now hit speaker. Bernie, we need you.
Right.
Hello?
Call,
I don't know about we're going to be able to do this. Hit speaker. Hello?
It's not working out.
Yeah, y'all. I don't know. Type it in the feed.
Can you put it in the feed?
Type it in the feed. Where were we? What were we saying?
I didn't answer.
Oh, we got one.
We got one on the phone?
Okay.
Okay, the speaker not working.
How's it going?
It's not. Okay.
Can you hit speaker? Speaker not working.
It's not
working. Speaker not working. All right, so just ask that question.
He said. Repeat what you said. Okay. Say it again.
To the
Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Come and help. Can you help us out, sir?
Yeah. He said more so when a woman cheats on a man, it hurts worse.
Hold up. It say what again?
It's not working. So it hurts more?
Yeah, he said it hurts more. At the end of the day, you're not supposed to cheat on a person that you trust.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, we totally agree with that. But the fact that it hurts more, that's in y'all head. Yeah, it doesn't hurt more. Like, I think it in terms of equality, we are people as a whole. I know they talk about women are emotional, men sexual, or whatever. But feelings are our feelings. So get that out y'all head. Like, it doesn't. It does not hurt.
We handle it differently. Yeah, we handle it differently.
And we're more like this. Oh, you decided to cheat. We're gonna.
I think in that situation that, like, we need to wake up and understand what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yes.
Right. So if you know you're doing it, it's susceptible to happen to you.
Yes.
Suck it up and move on if they forgive you.
And that's easier said than done. You all right up here? You breathing?
I'm good. I think I know with us, and all these things are sticking because some people are more sensitive than others.
Yeah.
But I just think women just are more sensitive, and men tend to, when it hasn't happened to them, they can't kick into their sensitivity. And don't get it wrong, you can love your mate and be in tune, and things just happen. But I think that sensitivity issue kicks in for men when we don't really feel it where a woman can really tap into it.
Yeah.
Right.
Pam says men are messy and they get caught more. Agree.
They do.
Of course.
They
It's
do.
an admission that they do it more.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I agree with that.
I'm moving on to
We
the next
messy.
comment. That ego gets bruised. Yeah, y'all ego gets bruised.
So I guess when it are you able to get past it? Are you really able to get past it?
So cheating alone. So
Cheating
let me say from my point of view, and I'm not saying that you can't. For me, no, did not work. Wasn't going to work. Wasn't going to happen. Every little thing reminded me of whatever, and it was more so not just in general speaking, but whenever I was accused of doing anything. It's not even like accused of cheating, but anything. It's like you saying that about me after you done. So for me,
so you keep it score. It calls keep it score.
Yeah, and it was because I couldn't. I didn't really forgive. So I can't say if somebody forgive and then they move on, but I don't think it's ever the same.
I think it's always stuck in your gut. But I have an interesting perspective for me.
Okay.
And when you build something with someone over time, I just don't think you should throw it away so easily. So if I was to catch my mate cheating, I think my conversation is like, where are you at in this situation, and do you love that individual? Do you want to build with that individual and be with that individual?
Okay.
And if a lot of those answers are no, I kind of got caught up in whatever and accept that mistake. I think I will be willing to accept that as long. I mean, you have to be honest about the situation.
Right.
But if she says to me, "I want our situation," and I kind of got off track, I can deal with that. Even, and I can deal with her saying, "You know what? I'm kind of feeling something different. I'm not happy here.
Right.
I want to move on." So I'm willing to accept either or.
That's very much.
We call you Mr. Flexible, right?
Right.
You got Mr. Flexible on the show. That's all flexible.
You are Mr. Flexible. How about you, Chef?
I got over it. I was cheated on a few times, but I got over it because I love that person. So
The same person.
Two different people.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Differently.
One of them took longer than the other one, but the other one, it took a few months to get over and move past it.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
It's
Okay.
doable.
Okay.
If you love that person, it's
How about you, Mr. P?
Yeah, you have to get over it. It's not hard, especially if you want it to work and you have that love, for your spouse. You try it, you make it work.
Yeah.
I believe that we were created, and I'm talking men and women, but men were created to cultivate. And if the situation is not right, I believe there's something that we're not doing, because we are the people who need to be in charge of the situation. And this is not a against women thing.
Right.
I think when the man is in place, naturally, the woman will be in a submissive. As I submit to what I'm supposed to do, she'll be submissively to her.
Okay.
He said,
All right.
okay, I like that. And actually, we talked about being submissive, actually right before you walked on the set.
Right.
Yeah, that was like a really stronghold, but it just take that strength.
See, it's two types of submission. I have to submit to being your security. I have to submit to being your protector.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? Then
Amen.
it's going to fall in place.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
But it's going to be
Gotta
agitation
lead
as
by
we're doing this stuff.
But that's the key right there, and I think that's what you were leading on to. In terms of, I don't care how strong a woman is, she has the ability to be submissive.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it is going to be determined on what she is getting. Like
to.
whatever is there. Like I can follow Lee at work. At anywhere that I am. Yes, I am a very strong person on all aspects. But in any given situation, I can follow the lead. It doesn't have to be my way or the highway.
Absolutely.
But like come.
It has to be.
And it doesn't have to
give
be
you
boom,
that
boom,
trust.
boom, boom, correct 100%. But like, be confident in what you're saying. Be confident. Like, nobody's perfect, so we don't expect, like, perfect situation. But, yeah, I can be submissive. Know what you're doing. What you doing. It's like, and, Jakinia I'm sorry, I'm messing up your name. Jakemia Griggs. What hurts about cheating is how it was done. The lies that were told, the trust that was broken. And then Gail Brady says, cheaters are liars and nothing hurts worse than someone lying to you than wanting you to kiss and make up. You can't force people to move on. And that was one great aspect of it. A lot of times when men get caught, they are more subjective to lie than a woman. About
as far as holding back on the truth.
And so the reason why is the reason that they say it is that they don't want to hurt. They don't want to hurt their
significant.
Yes, but I think that you're hurting them more by not telling the truth because you're gonna get found out anyway.
I think that was a type of oxymoronish statement. Not because it's two parts to that.
Okay.
You know, the song says men lie, women lie. I think it's an equal thing where people lie. In the situation of cheating,
you're gonna lie.
As the young lady said, that men are more messy. Yeah. We're caught more often than women and are in the situation more so than a woman. I think that's the picture of it. But all of this is coming from, the society that's created on us. TV, hip hop, love and hip hop.
Right.
Just different. Not. I love and hip hop. I would like for people to make money. I'm just using examples of different people are influencing our minds.
Right.
And we have a picture of relationships that's really not so.
Okay.
I have a question on that. Now, I do know that when something does come up of that nature, women, we tend to ask every single detail. Now, I notice with men, I notice with men, you all may not ask every single detail because that's something you may not want to go all into. So what's your your reason of that? I notice with men, women, we want to know boom, all the way down.
I don't want to know the details.
Y'all don't get into all the details.
Give me the steak and I'll pass on the side.
All right, Chef.
Right. So is that a mechanism whereas don't give me too much because I can't handle all that or pretty much?
Because you'll keep replaying it in your head.
Because that's what we do now. That's what we do. Even though we ask all the questions.
But y'all know all the answers too, though. Because one thing about you guys, about the women, y'all trust me, y'all playing y'all attack. So.
Yes. We are the biggest strategists.
Y'all make sure y'all got some facts lined up. Very tactful. And as you ask them questions, you already had the answers to them. And I understand the honesty and trust in what the responses are and how you move forward.
Yeah. Right.
But y'all, we had an unfair advantage by that time. Believe that.
So just be truthful.
Yes, but I want to say this about, I think Hutchinson June, he said, where has the love gone? That is so important to me because, and I guess we can go with more mature and older,
absolutely,
more mature folk.
Yes.
What are we operating in? Are we operating in that love realm, or are we operating this just works for me right here and I'm good, and and that kind of thing? Because I think a lot of situations are absence of true love, and there's a lot of settlement in a lot of what we do, and I don't know if it was meant to be that way. I think we have trained ourselves to get in where we fit in,
So we can start. Where y'all want to start with?
So let me say something. Then we can chime in. We don't have to go in order. Anybody can chime in. But 2 points. Our last show, that's one of the things that we talked about. So our last show was titled "Breaking Away Healthy from Divorces or from Separation." And one of the things that we talked about was love. And of course we used President Obama and Michelle. When they came out, everybody was like, "Oh, this is the new love. Like we're gonna make it work. This is what we're gonna do." But before that, and then like now or after that, and I'm not really trying to capture and put it into a certain period of time, but I'm just trying to make a statement. The brother asked a very good question because so many people are in business relationships. They're not really in it for love. And it goes on to when somebody have an issue, maybe cheating, maybe falling out of love, but you stay in it. Mm-hmm. You stay in it. You're not building anything because you're not giving your whole heart and you're not giving your everything to this relationship. Right. Imagine how beautiful it is and how beautiful it could be when you're with someone and you're giving your all. Mm-hmm. You're giving your all to them. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to make that point because we talked about that like last week, and then it also, and I will go down the line, but it also tied into what you said during the What Men Want show when you talked about the being in a space and in a relationship where you don't have to go to a therapist necessarily. And I mean, I know sometimes you still need to go, but you can feel comfortable going to your wife or your spouse or whomever. And then the show prior to that, I said the same exact thing. So it's basically, where is the love? Getting back to that true love for love, not for comfort. I understand when people stay in a relationship for the children, but on the hindsight, and I did that. That's a whole different story. I regretted it. I regretted it to a lot of degrees. It was some stuff that I was dealing with. But yeah, you wanted to comment?
I'm sure, man. You know, you talked about love, and I believe, as we said last time, love is life over vanity eternally.
Yes,
like,
yes.
Not looking at the vain things and sticking to it, you know. But it's another thing too. I think it's keys to like whatever we think about. Say we say love. So I believe it's 3 keys to breaking anything down. You know, you have your understanding, you have you have your knowledge, your understanding, and your wisdom. So you understand what love is. What is love? What are we identifying with love? Like I said earlier, TV, news. Like for me now, and for me to make it work, you know, as coming back from a separation is, I had to have a foundation, and I have a new constitution. The new constitution for me is the Bible, and I use the Bible for me. Now, I'm all things to all men. If you, whatever you are, I think I've studied and I can embrace what you are. But for my constitution, it's the Bible, and it's a daily learning thing for me. I use that. So, and then after we get the information or about love, really the basics, whatever your basic is, then you have to go to the next step of understanding what it is. You know, breaking it down, what it is to you, what it is to the other person. You know, and I do believe that it should be some type of contract, business type of contract. Love is, I think the Bible is a contract. It's my constitution. And after that, you get the wisdom. That's when you start applying it. You apply it later after you learn it. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make mine quick. To me, love is just being able to forgive. Because nobody's perfect, and just being able to embrace a person for who they are, not being judgmental. Yes. You know, love just is so open-heartedly till we have this mindset that things supposed to be this way, things supposed to happen this way, and you forget about the person as that person as a person. You, like you said, you go into you get caught up with the business aspect of it, with the money, the bills, the kids, and this and that, and you forget all about that person, that inner spirit within that person. So,
and I'm a no-nonsense person. However, I have really transitioned into the whole thought and understanding that people operate in ways that sometimes they don't really, it's not like they're trying to negatively attack you or negatively hurt you. It normally I'll say this, it's nothing that if you are seriously and truly in love with someone, it's nothing that you can't work through. It's nothing that you can't work through.
That's true.
And I believe there's nothing you can work through general. You know, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Let me say this also, because you just piqued my thought in reference to knowing yourself and getting to know yourself. I guess
There you go.
as you get older and you fall in love with yourself.
Right.
What kind of moves your mojo?
Yes.
Then you fall back in love with yourself, and then you realize who your mate is to you. And I think as you get older, and that's how some people I guess grow apart, or some things grow much beautiful as you get older when you get there. So let's not leave that part out.
That's very important. That's a very important key.
Very good point. Very good point. And Tina's sliding on there. How you doing, Tina? So put y'all babies to bed. Tina is the one that brings it on in terms of the hot and spicy questions. Your mother is on Facebook Live.
Good. I'm gonna talk good.
You heard
Let me just tell you this. It's all good and everything. I know I'm your niece, but for this show right here, we grown folks, all right?
She was young before.
Right.
Mom at
Okay.
So Tina here. So this is perfect. This is a good one. This is not all spicy yet, but you can get into your spiciness if you can. But one of the things, some of the feedback I got, Keith and Tina, both of you talked about friendships with other having the opposite sex as a best friend. And someone wanted to know, what if your new girl or your new spouse doesn't like your best friend?
Wow,
that's deep. So I find that to be. I mean, so am I supposed to just let my friend go? I don't think.
So what you gonna let your spouse go?
I mean, we would have to really come to a good understanding. Seriously, because that comes with insecurity too. I think when a person tell you, like with me and my husband, if he's trying to tell me I can't talk to my friend and I haven't showed him any behaviors that, negative stuff that's not supposed to be going on is going on, then what's really going on?
Right.
So it sounds like to me, this is your stuff. This your mask. This your insecurity. Yeah. This is, you know what I'm saying? I'm okay with myself. I trust myself. I'm an honest person. I've showed you nothing but good. You
Okay.
ain't no reason
Let me dive in there a little bit deeper. So
yeah.
if he is insecure about your other relationship, then he just got to deal with it?
He got to deal with it.
Dang.
I'm a little, because right is right, wrong is wrong. Then you need to, same with me. If I got a little something going on, then I need to deal with that. I need to get that together. Because that says to me, not only will you block this friend, it may be some girlfriends that like to hang out, and because they not married, then here you come saying you don't need to hang with them. Them chicks, they this, they that.
I can hear you,
You know what I'm saying?
be
That means I'm giving into everything. You gotta stand for something.
Yeah. I mean, we can go deeper into that, and it's not enough time on the show.
And I think that's
with
where
two
some
phones.
really good healthy relationships come in at.
And Didi Hinton, who is about to get married, said, "I'm not letting my friend go.
I'm not.
That's control, and who else won't be like loser?"
I mean, we talk about respect, but I find that a bit controlling.
Right.
That aspect of it, because I have female friends that I talk to all the time, and there's nothing. We're just good friends, and
sincerely.
That person wouldn't work.
That's the insecurity issue.
Hold on. Okay. So some people say, I have somebody that's, like one of the kids, the young kids I be talking to, so they carry friend different. So they just said friend, but they having sex. So
right, cousin, uncle.
So right, your
yes, my little brother.
Is this a friend without
crossing those
special whatever you want to call it,
All right. So, gang, that could go deeper. We'll have another show about that, because I
had a question.
Soulmate. So soulmates. So we had a discussion where people were talking about soulmates, and they feel that it's maybe one or so something. So how do y'all feel about soulmates?
Meaning
soulmate, like you and somebody were designed for each other. And let me do this flip side with it, because it's a question that goes along with it.
Okay.
Someone wrote in on the previous show, Alonzo. What's up, Alonzo? Alonzo talked about this. Do you feel like you have one that got away, and then the other question was soulmate. So those two tie together. Thoughts? Your wife out there, you better say that's my soulmate. No, I'm playing.
I'm playing. She like this on the chair. She like say.
I'm saying some things you don't have to express. They're implied.
Yeah. Come on, talk. That's my cousin. I might have taught you that one right there. That was slick. I like that.
I'm gonna keep mine real short. I won't say I feel like I let one get away, but I would say that your soulmate is not always your significant other or spouse. Yeah, that's not always your soulmate.
And for me, I don't know about
it's not
soulmate. I can't really say in terms of soulmate, and maybe because I don't know.
Have you met?
But in terms of like one that got away, I definitely have that feeling in terms of the one that got away. Yeah.
They probably crazy.
You passing the question.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Your soulmate might have been the one that you need to marry though, but that may be the one that y'all, you know.
And let me cap it back. So it's not necessarily.
Yeah. It can be dangerous.
Go ahead.
It can be dangerous.
Was my soulmate. You know, we would talk and have conversations, and you know, he in relationship got kids and all that, but he talking. The way he talked to his woman, calling her bees, disrespecting her, you know, although he was giving me the utmost, but when you discuss her or y'all having conversation, she's the B word. She this. So that makes
I know that's a bad word, but sometimes you can get it confused if at nighttime when we having sex, you want me to call you that. I might forget. I might forget.
Put the handcuffs on and all that.
Yeah. So, and then I happen to be in the public, and I say, yeah, you know, so you
done switched up.
Nah, I don't call them. I don't call them that.
But I mean, by the way your wife look, you ain't even trying.
But see, like a prime, a prime example, like I said, your soulmate may not have been the one. He might have been your soulmate for whatever, emotional or whatever. Yeah. But they may not be that one that you want to spend your life with and all that. So that's probably what that is.
I don't know about soulmate. That right there is like really,
But him remaining in that space or him or her remaining in that space is just what it is because if you and that person went through the trenches, that title probably would change. You follow what I'm saying? In reference to actually, if you had to be with that person and go through some things, I guarantee you probably wouldn't be saying that.
But if you went through the trenches and then you came back, like Tars, him and his wife separated for how long?
A few
years, and then they got back together.
People couldn't tell it.
Well, that happens a lot.
I said the people couldn't tell it though. You know.
Yeah, it don't know worry about no outside, no people.
Nasty, but you know, our business is our business.
Y'all was friends since y'all was 2.
Yeah,
dating since y'all was 14 or whatever.
But I think that soulmate thing, it's almost impossible because the imbalance of the environment right now. You know?
And that's why I don't know about the soulmate. I can go with the one that got away, and it's not necessarily the one that got away forever. It's like unfinished business. Like you might have ended and not really like totally cut it off, so you keep tapping back or whatever. Yeah, move that one out. All right, so then LaRaba has. Is it a deal breaker if your significant other doesn't like to? These are Tina questions, Lord. I'm just gonna ask them. So is it a deal breaker if your significant other doesn't like to perform oral sex on you? Would you seek someone outside of your relationship because of this?
Oh my goodness.
And believe it or not,
out in the lobby, they have already voted.
But believe it or not, I talked to some married women that's been married for 20-some years, and they still have not. They won't do it. They got rules. So is it a deal breaker because they've been married for 20-some years? Is it a deal breaker or is it that you go outside to get it done, but then, hey, okay, we good?
No, I got a problem with going outside.
So, men, speak on that because that is or says.
Let me say this, and I don't want to get into it.
Why is the men speaking? I
don't want to get into it, but I'm familiar with this situation, and I'm going to get some advice. Before you enter into a situation, make sure it's something that you want. Make sure it's something that you wouldn't live with because you owe that to yourself and to that person.
Right.
Yes.
Because I promise you, I think it is a deal breaker, and that portion of it, like you said, the intimacy of kissing and just foreplay within itself, you can't do. But I don't see how you can do without it for real. As you get have longevity in your relationship, you got to be creative.
So would you tell that person? So you said you were familiar with it. So did you tell that person it was a deal breaker?
No, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I would tell them now.
You can ease a little, like, let the Pornhub pop up and see what they say. Or, you know, or you can go to a party. They having a fantasy party. You know, something. You
can have a discussion and you
turn
can
on
talk
girls
and say,
trip.
hey.
Turn on girls trip. Just that section.
That section. Now, how about the women? I mean, Tina, what's your deal breaker or?
I don't know, cause I'm married. So if I'm good. So I'm good.
We never heard you stutter before. You know that, right?
You know what stuttering. Okay.
You know, because like I'm sorry, what is your name?
Keith.
Keith said you have to keep it sexy and spicy, and you know what I'm saying? It's you gonna lay in the bed with your mate you've been with 10, 15 years and just, take your clothes off, lick the chest or whatever, and then y'all
see how Tina go? That's Tina. His ass
Look
like
at
say
Tina.
what you saying, Tina. Do what you saying. Right.
It's so dry. You forcing your mate to fantasize or something about somebody else.
Right.
And then you saying I ain't licking, I ain't
I got all these
rules,
right? Yeah, you got all these rules,
you
right?
have to be the freak. The man need to be the freak.
Absolutely.
If he ain't good at sex or whatever, it ain't always the woman. Sometimes the men ain't good, so you need to teach them what it is. Give me your hand. I'm gonna show you how to do what I need you to do.
And if they having issues at the barbershop, I have a honey that would be good for your honey if you having issues. Okay. We're going to help you with love issues. We're here to impact the community, and I think this is what
that's something that's
you can find that in the latest barbershops now.
in my barbershop.
I know that's right.
So like straight up and honest, like for me, it's a total deal breaker because that's my thing. And
that's your thing.
Right.
Wait a minute, what's your thing?
I didn't know that.
You gotta be specific.
Right.
Okay, now I can understand.
receiving oral sex. That's
Receiving. Now, is it now?
you gonna make giving?
So is it the same as giving? Do you feel the same way about giving, delivery?
I mean, whatever pleases.
There you go.
Okay. So long as it's
Okay. If we're in a relationship and you need to be like, how? For me, I think that would be selfish.
Oh, it's like that. Some women are like that. Trust.
So in other words, it's all the time when you're in a relationship, right?
The question, Dream.
But
okay.
No, break it down.
No, because as passionate as you was about how you would love your getting it, you ain't sound too sure about giving it.
Right. I said yes.
All the time, right?
Hesitate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I didn't mean to hesitate. The only thing that any hesitation was about being in a relationship. Like anybody ain't. Whatever.
Right.
Yeah, so no, it was no hesitation. It wasn't meant to be any hesitation.
Okay.
So y'all clear?
We clear.
I thought Ms. Bullock was getting in there.
Yeah. Everybody else spoke except for you.
I'm worried. I'm worried. So it's. I would say this. It has never been an issue for me. So it's never been an issue for me, and that's just been even before I got married. It has never been an issue. But I will speak from people that I have had conversations with, and I've had conversations with some married women who's been married for asking for a friend. They've been married for 20-something years, and they will not perform oral sex, and they feel strongly about it. And they feel that because they've been married for so long. Hey, my husband good. He ain't, if we've been married, but like you guys said,
we already know that husband, whoever, when he go to work, he
right.
Like
you said, you made a good point.
From 11 to 2:30 and coming back at 2:30.
It leaves
unless there is some man out here that doesn't like it.
Right.
So is
that the case? All men may not like it.
Right. And of course, it's some men that don't like
it. Right.
So in that case, then,
and it's not just also. I'm just saying you have to be creative.
Absolutely.
But you can't drive for 35 years. Girl, bye.
Right.
And we know, and not saying anything about men, but men are, they love sex. Well, women, can shut it down. We do.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we any different, because we're not. But
probably more than
Y'all
we.
can mostly
so I
detach
think-
Yes, sir.
yourself from it.
Yeah.
well, I'm speaking from a woman's aspect right
also,
now. Look,
I
he
think
said
we go-
probably more than that. Whatever.
Yeah, because we go through
Yeah,
phases.
yeah,
we go
we
through
do.
phases. I had some
We be
times where it
tingling,
was
yeah,
like,
we
don't touch me.
tingle.
Right.
Don't touch me.
After you have
But
a
then you
baby.
go through your phase.
That you
and,
just like bring it.
You reach your peak.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Right.
yes, you reach your
Right.
peak.
I would say my biggest pleasure is pleasing my man. So if that's what pleases
really?
him,
No,
I mean
that wasn't
that
challenging or
basically
whatever.
that's a big pleasure for me.
Right.
So
And that's
you
good.
know,
Mine, I love to be pleased. I mean, I would definitely reciprocate, but oh my gosh, yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's
Tina,
our
you
next-
got any questions before I finish asking up these?
Oh no.
You
Oh,
already
let me
know?
pull out my little.
Oh yeah,
board.
training. We can transition to training,
Okay.
and then the chef will be popping up
Yeah.
soon. So so this is a Tina type of question that was asked. So I'm gonna pass the phone on over to Tina, and I'm gonna let her.
I don't have my glasses.
Oh, you don't.
Sorry.
All right.
You need me to read
So
it?
here we go.
Okay, go ahead.
So squirting.
Oh, okay, a
That's a
skirter.
question somebody said.
Yeah. So these are for a friend.
Wow.
So
Asking for a
they're
friend.
we're having a debate with a friend about what is the source? Who is the source? Is the source from the man hitting the lady spot, or is it from a woman self-regulating based on her heightened orgasm?
Both.
Both. Okay.
But a woman can do it all alone
Yeah.
if she's
By
in tune
herself.
to herself.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But a man, I believe, can tap into something that that hasn't been tapped into that may initiate
Burst that
it.
bubble.
That may burst the bubble.
Yeah, I can go into I can go with both of them. I can go with both of them, but I definitely feel that it is the heightened level of a woman's orgasm. Like strongly I feel about that. And it's activated when you are tapped. When they
tap.
When
And
they
so
tap, hit that spot.
So that's good that you can that you know when to tap, that you know that you're
Right.
tapping into it. Cause some men, they don't know.
And from my experience, some women don't know when it's transitioning into that. So that's why when it goes to that heightened of like
Yeah.
beyond.
So that's the part
Let it
of
go.
understanding
Relax.
your body, understanding you, and understanding your pleasing. So
So I think we
I
asked.
like that.
you said, being in tune.
You
Being
heard me
in
ask her, did she
tune.
want
That's
to
key. That's a key.
Everybody-
Being in tune.
All women don't have the pleasure of squirting.
Funny.
I thought
She
that
said,
was a
huh?
unique feature.
It really
Squirting
is.
was like, you know, if
It
you're
is.
born to do that, then you do it. Because all women don't.
No, they can do it.
No,
but
it's being in tune with your. Women is in tune with their.
No, I know women are in
The
tune,
ability
but
to-
But when you say squirting,
Okay.
that I mean that's not an orgasm. I mean it's a positive orgasm, type of orgasm. But for some women don't. Some women don't squirt. Some women don't have an orgasm
Or
at all.
at all, right.
Exactly,
Poor
but
women.
that's
Poor women.
right. But that squirting effect,
can,
I think
though.
only.
That's magic.
That's
Yeah,
a
they
little
need to
special.
come
Only
with
that's a
the
difference.
That's a little
magician.
special
Yeah,
to
you
you.
Only the
right.
magician.
So if you a squirter, you a special. You got a special skill. You got special skills as a
That
squirter.
wet.
Is it a
And-
skill? It's a skill.
it can be.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
it's a skill.
Yeah.
If they can't, they need to get the Kama Sutra to kind of like help them.
Look, he got on. You get to the barbershop too.
Yeah, you got that in the barbershop. Yeah.
But we can talk about it.
Right,
Oh, that's
right.
About to laugh real hard.
All right, so Trina.
Okay, you can pass these down.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the markers back there for you. I'm gonna grab these.
Yeah,
All right, y'all. We're gonna just play a little
We
self.
need one more.
One more. Okay.
All right, so what we doing?
Okay. So here's the deal. We talked about the do's, the don'ts, the likes, what we don't like. So I thought about the 3 most important things that will glue you to the relationship. What's important to you? 3 most important things that will glue you to your relationship. And we're going to see what the consensus come out for all of us. See if it's similar, different.
Somebody said Kama Sutra is the bomb. I gotta look at that.
Yeah, I gotta find out. I ain't
If
never about that.
I find the book, I'll slide it to you.
Yeah.
Like, me
So
too,
right
girl.
through y'all.
I know you feel funny about talking to me like that, but
No,
that's
I
not
don't.
it. Okay.
You grown.
Yeah, I'm grown.
I used to watch you.
No, I used to watch you with your big cousin.
No, I used to watch you. See how you do.
Oh!
I need a marker, Trina, please.
Sorry, baby.
All right, what we doing now?
Writing down your top 3.
Your top 3 important
Thank you.
things that would glues your relationship with a person.
Okay.
These
with
are the
your
things.
mate?
With yours will be your husband.
Top 3?
Yeah.
Top 3. Top 3.
That was a good question you asked.
Do. Let's see.
Oh, can I put 4?
Yeah, I got another one.
You got another one? You got another one? And if the cast can zoom in, if they can zoom in so they can see these. Oh, yours cute. It's so many, but I mean,
It is.
Right,
it is.
My number 4 is more like 3.
Oh, can I see that?
All right. What you got, Mr. Phillips?
What I
Hold it
have.
up.
All right. Support. Peace of mind.
Good.
Good. I like that one. I should have stole that one. I should have cheated on your paper.
You show
I should have cheated on your paper. Go ahead.
and understanding. You know.
Understand.
I think if they have all this, everything else can fall in
No,
place.
that's right.
He
Right.
bombed it up. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to squirt?
Mine is friendship, honesty. I got to feel safe. I got to feel safe. And you have to have accountability. You have to own up to accountability.
So mine is my friend. I need peace in my house. I need peace. Peace.
Yeah, I guess
My
all
lover.
of that
Great
entwines.
sex. Great sex. Great. All capital letters. And I can teach you if you don't know. God fearing. Like that's it's number 3, but it's really like my number 1. That's like a unspeakable.
Right.
And number 4, I kind of like wrote out a couple things. Respectful. Respect me. Loving. I love like to be loved. A loving person.
Boss lady.
And treat me like a queen. I love to be cuddled.
Pampered.
Yeah. Taurus. Yes. We got the right.
Oh, you a Taurus?
No,
That's his name.
That's his
Taurus.
name.
Oh, he a
Okay, go ahead,
Scorpio.
Keith. Go ahead,
I have
Keith. Dream
smart-
cheated because she had about 7.
Right.
I mean,
I had smart, like I said, smart and
he
intelligent.
looking at
Yeah,
smart.
second
He ain't
yourself.
gonna
Yeah,
get smart.
I'm very attracted to that
Yeah.
aspect
Okay.
of a woman. Sexy, you have to be sexy. You got to be able to keep my attention.
Keep it.
Now this third one might seem a little selfish.
You don't
but,
want no booger.
But loving her some me, my woman loving her some me,
I know
I
that's
respond
a
to
good one,
that. You know what
though.
I mean?
That's a good
That
one.
right there keeps me going and keep me intact. And also honesty, what Trina just talked about. That honesty definitely turns me on when we're having a true, real conversation.
Okay.
That's what's up. I like that. You said, yeah, because you don't want to be sitting up with no booger. I can't.
Okay, what you got, T?
Basically, for me, I can relate to all of that.
Okay.
That's what attracted me. Attracted me to my husband was his mind, because he used to sit and talk some deep stuff. But then after
And you was listening.
Hey,
huh?
he wasn't even talking to me, but I was paying attention.
Yeah, I know that's right.
And then after I gave him some, so the sex came in, and then we had to communicate about it, and of course with all that, when you doing all that, y'all become friends. You can't do nothing without being a friend to your mate.
Hold yours up, T.
and look how pretty
Yeah,
Tina's
she
in
really
hers.
pretty.
Sex, communication, friendship. And then what's the...
This is being in tune spiritual, the
Yeah,
spirituality.
good.
That friendship thing, because you can have all of that and all that, and your mate may not be your friend.
Right.
So you searching for somebody on the outside to be your friend, to be your ear listener and all of that.
Right.
So
that friendship thing is...
You know what? And I don't mean to put Dreen on the spot, but there's some people on here say Ladrine is shocking them. She's shocking me too. This is my childhood. This is my childhood
I
friend.
told y'all, this the new invented dream,
trust
y'all.
me.
This the new invented dream.
Trust me.
Yeah, people don't believe it.
Don't
They don't
do
believe
it.
I'm just telling y'all, it's a
And when you
transition.
find yourself,
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what I
happens,
mean
man.
about.
So when
stop
you talked about bondage and being out, and
Right.
we have been talking about this all throughout the show, and I always talk about a shift in my life. I talk about a shift, and it's not that you go through various things where it's not like you're hiding or you're doing anything. That's your way. When I was going around the world traveling for my business, that was my focus.
Right.
Now I'm like sort of like in retirement mode, enjoying doing it to the fullest and really enjoying it. I didn't even talk to a whole bunch of people before. Now I'm open and hey, this me.
hey,
That's
me.
That's
true.
I gotta go back and read the comments. Like,
we took shifts, Dream. Dream the old me.
Oh, really?
Hey, I don't got nothing to say. Everything I say, I stand behind it. 100%.
We don't. Deron, he kind of fell off, but we didn't get a chance for him to do his board. Well, I'll give him his board so he can do his board.
Yeah, and he cooked for us, so we'll take some pictures and make sure we post those. But they came and gave us like the 2-minute joint. And one of the things is coming up, our next upcoming shows, we have like various topics that we're going to be doing. Mm-hmm. I took it from you, cuz when the issue
it's you.
I
will be on that set.
It's you.
I will be on that set.
Yes, I love that.
I will be on that.
We're going to be doing Let It Go.
What?
We're gonna be doing Let It Go. We're gonna do Overcoming. Author's Takeover. Self-care, self-love. 6 steps for landing your dream job. I'm gonna give y'all some stuff.
Dream about to do the whole show now.
Everything you wanted to know about HR, that goes with the 6 steps.
Okay.
And rising to the top of leadership. So we want to get into some entrepreneurs because that's what the show was about. Then we started
Just
getting
took
out
all
personals
turns
and everything. Just saying that Sandra stopped starting stuff on Facebook, baby. You couldn't get yeah. But trust me, after the other call, I got like so many like inboxes and messages about me playing with the young guy and me playing with Keith and all that.
Is that
in
right?
terms of like,
wow.
We're not even like sharing that. Yeah. But this me, so I ain't got nothing to hide. So y'all know how we end the show.
Oh.
Can we? Shall we? Let's do this!